Have you ever had to give yourself a pep talk just to walk into a car dealership? Or have you ever thought to yourself, I can't trust car salesmen, they don't have my best interests at heart? I'm here to debunk the myths and break the stigma. Welcome to Carman Conversations, the podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Carman Conversations, and this season is entirely dedicated to the BT-50 Ute Centre. And again, we are joined by Lauren and Clint to talk to us about things BT-50 related. Lauren.
That's right. In this episode, I really want for you to help explain to listeners and people who may not know all that much about BT-50s what BT-50 model is right for them, because there's a huge range and there's one for everyone. But where do they start? Yeah, well, that's the one thing that Mazda have done extremely well with this model, with the launch of this model, is they've done a lot of research and thought, okay, well, the Ute Centre or the Ute segment is holds the biggest market share of any other product. And what they wanted to do was not release a BT-50 that was only going to hit one part of the market, but an arrangement of BT-50 that's going to really suit. So got together and, put our heads together around what is it that we would really want to see from a Ute. What are people wanting? Is it a bigger motor? Is it a more stylish Ute? Is it luxury? What is it? And all this was done over a period of time, and Mazda have released an extremely good product in the current model BT-50. But they went one step further and put a big arrangement of model. So ranging from the base model being an XS to an XT to an XTR, GT, and more recently the SP and now a Thunder. So Clint, you're the expert. You're the Ute Centre expert.
Yep.
Break it down a little bit further and talk through the models.
Okay, so where you're sitting with the BT-50 is, yes, it's built for everyone. The good thing about Mazda is you get all your safety from the base model all the way through to the top. So you don't have to pay for safety. But the good thing about the XS is it's an entry-level ute, mainly for a tradesman.
Yep.
It does have a 1.9 litre engine.
Yep.
Still high torque, high horsepower. Still got 3-ton towing in that one as well. But you can get that in automatic only, and you will be looking at a single cab 4x2, 4x2 dual cabs, and 4x4 dual cab as well.
Yep.
So moving from there, you go to an XT, which is our base 3-litre model,
yep.
Where you can get anything from a single cab all the way through,
yep.
freestyle, dual cab chassis, and dual cab pickup.
Yep.
So the XT kind of normally is a entry level, as I said. A lot of people like that because it's pretty raw. You can add bits and pieces on. You're not pulling stuff off to re-put stuff back on as well.
Yep.
A lot of people do like a key start as well, so that model does come key start.
Perfect.
But it gives you a whole range of options where you want to go with that one.
Yep.
I guess the XTR, which is one I've got, is kind of like your all-rounder. It's a bit of a workhorse, that one.
It's a good car, yep.
We've recently released the dual cab chassis in that model as well, which is going to be a really good seller, I think. But in that model there, you're getting 18-inch wheels. You got your side steps on that one as well. You do get the surround sound, push-button start, keyless entry on that one as well. So it does like suit more of a family, I would say, or just like a young couple, young family, where you do get the dual zone and a little bit more creature comforts.
Yep.
Moving into your GT, I suggest you're a bit more a business kind of person.
Yep.
Leather seats, electric adjustment on the seat, front sensors on that one as well. You get the black hood lining, which looks really good against the brown leather.
Yeah.
And
it's got a bit of prestige about it, the GT.
It is, you look at it and it oozes class kind of thing. So, and you get a remote start in the automatics on that one as well.
Yep.
So it is a very good feature when you got leather in Queensland. You can start the car up and
it's pretty handy.
Cool,
I use that one myself.
Yeah, you do.
And the model up from that, the SP. So it's a new one. Talk us through it,
mate. That is like looking at it in real life and walking around it. Like that is a well put together ute. Like it is sexy. From the outside, you got a little bit of a wing on the front bumper. It is a two-tone car, so you do go, if like, let's just say we've got a white ute, you'll have the black accents on there. So you've got wheel arches on that one as well. It does have the blacked out wheels, side steps, all your chrome at the front will be blacked out, and your handles. The good thing, and I really love the look of this, is you've got the roof rails with the sail plane on the back with your manual roller.
Yep.
And it does come with the tub line as well. So it's pretty much set up just to drive off the showroom floor.
It's turned a few heads. It's the only reason they come out, but geez, turned some heads.
When you open up the door of that car, it is next level. So you got the tan, the driftwood leather against the black, and it just looks mint. Like Mazda's nailed that car.
Yeah, done a good job.
Yeah.
And the model, the hero model, the Thunder.
Yep.
What's the Thunder all about?
So the Thunder is your GT on steroids, let's say. So this model is the one you'd go to if you're looking to have a bull bar, light bar, electric tonneau on it. So it's your more spec'd up GT, should I say. So if you're looking at a GT and you want a bull bar and all the bits and pieces on it, you're definitely going down the road of the Thunder. And it's a very good looking ute too. So you get the wheel arches on that one, your black 18s, you get your single hoop bull bar with your light bar on that, an electric roller at the back as well, and you get your tub line.
Good setup. So just in summary, I guess, so the XS is the 1.9 litre.
1.9.
And then you move to the 3 litre from the XT. And then you've got the same motor and gearbox, manual auto through the XT, XTR, GT, Thunder, and SP.
Yep.
Good range, isn't it?
Good range. Very versatile range, and a ute for everyone. So
when you're looking at the ute market, because there is a lot available, what does set this range apart from the rest?
I think that model range, to answer that question, what sets it apart is having an XS, which is your 1.9 entry, which is a tradie style of ute, and then also having a 3 litre variant of that being the XT, which is slightly upgrade from there, but again, a tradie style of ute. And then you go into your XTR, but an XTR that can be a personal ute, which is very well spec'd up and stylish, but also a cab chassis available variant that you could have as an alloy tray or a body to put on the back, for work purposes, which we do quite a bit of.
Yep.
Then you move to the top end where you're going for GT, SP and Thunder, and having a model there where people might go, look, I want one that's all set up and I don't know much about it, but I want everything on it. I want a bar and a light bar and everything like that. Your Thunder's your perfect car. Then you've got something that's super stylish when you look at your SP, where attention to detail in a car where it's very, very stylish. You've got your colour of your offset of your leather, your accents on the car, depending on the body colour, and the finish on it. It's really a ute for everyone. And it's not just in a market. I look back in previous models, you had base, mid-spec or high-spec, and you couldn't put trays on some, you could put trays on others. And this, you've got it from the bottom to the top. So anyone looking at BT-50, there's a line to suit. Then on top of that, you've got to remember that we've got the ute centre. There we do your custom build from there as well. So you might think, okay, well, I've got the setup I want on the back, and it might be a plumber, for example, and I'm looking for a car and I want a vinyl floor. I want something that's going to give me plenty of punch and stylish, but I still got to add this, and I've got to add this, and I've got to add this. We're still able to do that, and there might be a bit of an advantage there where Clint might say, we've got this one available, but you've also got a 3 litre if you're looking, for a different motor. And, for someone else that might be a second car in that business, then you've got your XTR style as well, where you can say, you can also do the cab chassis on that. So if you're looking to have your custom bodies, which are the same on every ute, the utes don't need to be the same necessarily, and that's where people get caught out and think, okay, well, I've got to have the base model. Not necessarily. So I think that is the best advantage that Mazda have in this market, by they haven't just tailored for one person, they've tailored for everyone.
Yeah, great. Last question is there one model in particular that you think you sell more than others, or it's pretty even scope across the board?
Well, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one. I wouldn't say that there's one model in particular. The SP is the flavour of the month at the moment, as you can imagine with the new spec. But the XTR has been an absolute cracker for us. It's been great. And in fact, you know what? In saying that, there hasn't been a model where we've had excess stock.
Yeah.
These cars came out, over a year ago, and since the unveiling of the car, we haven't had enough stock to supply for the demand, which is a credit to itself. So stock's freed up now. We've got plenty of availability coming in the the early part of 2022. But there's no one model where people want to rush in and get. I think Mazda got it perfect.
Yeah, well, that's the whole reason for the range.
The whole lot,
So it's because everyone sets their utes up differently, and we need to cater for every kind of family or business or person. So, they've nailed it.
The complete package.
Complete package.
If you'd like to know more about the range of the BT-50 and the BT-50 Ute Centre, as you can see, there's more than just one model for anyone. There's models for everyone. But if you want to know a finer detail of spec, head to the link in the description below and Clint will be able to handle any concerns.